Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Good morning, happy Monday to my beautiful coffee beans. It's nice to see you this happy December 22nd. Shaky this morning, but we'll get it together. Well, good morning, my beautiful people. We might be a little shaky and rattly this morning. I'm running two. I was meaning to do just the one and using the new toggle on YouTube to see if it works. And I don't know. I guess I forgot it because I wasn't here yesterday. I was working yesterday. It's almost Christmas, okay? I'm starting something new, folks. I'm starting something new. I know it's a little crazy. So I'm trying my hand at these magical cake pops. Raise your hand if you guys have seen cake pops on, YouTube or TikTok. There's a lot of TikTok, candy makers out there. And you guys know I've been having a horrible time since I quit vaping, smoking, all the ick, right? The last thing I wanted to do was give up that. I've given up everything else. We've had a major walk, right? Our walk has been a little crazy. Our walk has been crazy. But finally, the one last thing that I really wanted to give up is finally gone. And then there's a side effect, and that is like you stuff your face with everything that you see, right? So I'm kind of balancing that. I'm going to work through it. I've identified the problem. I'm not saying I don't do TikTok. Okay. Well, that's okay. We still love you. I started my career out on TikTok. Okay. We found a lot of stuff. I went, Chronicles of Olivia. I was like low key famous during Gabby Petito. And, I ended up just getting tired because it's just too frantic over there. Like I don't think I have like this major anxiety, stuff, but it's like, everybody over there is so highly offended. It's like you say the wrong word, they take your things. Like, if you get one more, your account's banned. And it's like, it's never really banned. You just got to go and appeal. It's just a bunch of bull crap, right? And it's like you spend so much time and energy on it. And it's like, I'm so sick of that. You don't get that so much over here on YouTube. And we talk about a lot of stuff over here on YouTube, a lot of stuff that would probably ban my account on TikTok, right? So this is kind of our home. This was our home after Gabby Petito. It's kind of what we've learned to build and everything like that. Now, I know you guys are wondering what is going on. We're going to get some housekeeping stuff out of the way before we say good morning. We are doing our gift wrapping. If you guys have not wrapped all your gifts yet, tonight, 4:30 this afternoon, we are gift wrapping, okay? We are gift wrapping the gifts. If you guys still have gifts that you haven't wrapped, maybe you already have some under your tree because it's so late. But some of you guys might be like me and just have a whole host of boxes up under your tree. Well, we got to wrap those boxes and put bows on them, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that today at 4:30. Hopefully between 4:30, we'll be done by 6:30. Or something like that if you guys would like to participate in that. I'm working on the thumbnail right now. Actually, I think I've got the thumbnail done. Let me look. I think I did the thumbnail. I might do some modifications to it. Let me look what I got in my stuff. Yes, we do have our Christmas Eve party. It's going to be on December 24th at 6:30 p.m. I have not added it to the show. We're going to do that in the studio. The gift wrapping is going to be on the cell phone out there in the living room. We'll be running the Christmas party. I'll have the thumbnail up shortly. And then of course, Christmas Day. This is for all of our beautiful family members that are alone on Christmas, okay? If you are alone on Christmas and you want to wake up with somebody on Christmas, right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel is where you're going to want to be. I don't expect us to have a whole big, huge audience on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve for that matter, but we're still here for everybody. We still have family that our coffee club family that deserves to have somebody with them through the holidays. So that's what we are going to do. We're going to be here Christmas Eve. It's only going to be an hour or two, and we're going to be here Christmas morning. And again, only an hour or two, but it's just going to let everybody know that we love each other. So if you guys would like to be here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Eve is at 6:30. Christmas morning where we open our gifts, and that is at 9 a.m. on Christmas Day. 9 a.m. on Christmas Day. Now, if you guys have children, you guys should be well through all of your Christmas stuff by 9 a.m., okay? If you don't have children and you're there, I want you to go out and buy yourself a lollipop, a pair of socks, a package of underwear, or whatever it is, and you're going to wrap that for us on our Christmas party tonight, so you have something to open on Christmas Day, right? Everybody deserves to have something to open on Christmas Day, even if you buy it for yourself. Okay, I'm sorry. Buy yourself something nice. Get yourself a gift card to Kohl's or something. I don't know. But you guys deserve to open something on Christmas morning. And even if it's a scratch off, go get yourself a scratch off and don't scratch it off until Christmas morning. I don't care what you do, damn it, but you're going to have something and you're going to like it. Okay, damn it. It is Jesus' birthday and we're going to celebrate it whether you like it or not. Okay? All right? If you're anti-Christmas, you ain't doing it right, okay? Okay? You ain't doing it right. All right, beautiful folks. It is so nice to see you this morning. Let's say good morning to everybody. I'm going to start out with vertical chat just to see if anybody's in the vertical chat. We don't have too many. It looks like whoever's been in the vertical chat has already come over, I think. I don't see MJ over here. So MJ, good morning. It's nice to see you. Patricia, it's nice to see you. Whispering Winds, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. And for our horizontal, it's nice to see everybody. We have 81 people in our horizontal chat. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Yes, Alex Jones responded to Bullhorn Betty. I was shocked. I have to be honest with you because, you know, on X, I've got a lot of, apparently I'm friends with every single Elon Musk imaginable in the free world, okay? Apparently Elon Musk has about 1,000 different accounts, and he also loves Betty, okay? Okay, Elon Musk is oh so in love with Betty, don't you know? I don't know why people on X, if you're going to troll somebody or you're going to make fake accounts, for the love of Christ, really? Do you not think anybody, when you go and friend with somebody and it says Elon Musk, do you not think that we know that it's not the real Elon Musk? Or do you guys just not care? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Man, if you looked at my non-blue or non-yellow checkmark celebrity list, you would think I'm iconic. Holy smokes, just iconic. A few people now, okay? I know a few people. Now, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about, do I know a few people or do I not? You all know I know a few people, okay? I got a few people. We don't talk about those people, okay? But we know that I rub a little elbows here, and I rub a little elbow here, and I rub a little elbow here and there and everywhere, okay? I'm a little ho with my elbow, okay? I'm just going to say that. Not with a whole bunch of other stuff, but with that elbow, boy, I'll pimp that baby out. Come here, give me some of that elbow, baby, right? Give me some of that elbow, right? That's how Betty gets things done. Phil, it's nice to see you. Libby, Denise, hello. Melanie, it's nice to see you. Tammy Crimes, it's a crime to be you. No, I'm just joking. You're great. Eeyore, good morning. It's nice to see you. Good morning, Vicky. Hello, my beautiful new granny. D Mystery. Dun, 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 dun. It's nice to see you. Maddie, good morning. Good morning, Donna. It's nice to see. Oh, there's MJ. MJ managed to find her way on over here. It's nice to see you. Isn't it so much nicer to be around a family? Now, if you want to go over there and be in left field, we set you guys up for all of our family that doesn't like to, socialize. We know we have some of those, we got some nuts in the group, okay? We give you guys your little area to be nutty. I should stop. I mean, I offend you guys so much. I mean, come on, Betty. Come on. Kathleen, it's nice to see you. Good morning. Hello, Cheyenne. Lisa B. Always. Texas. Let them 66. It's nice to see you. Good morning. Who else do we have? We have JB. It's nice to have you. Merry Christmas to all and Happy New Year's. Isn't it nice to say Merry Christmas again? I think it is nice to say Merry Christmas again. It is okay to say Merry Christmas. Why was Merry Christmas stolen from America? I have no idea. But Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas, and to my Jewish friends, Happy Hanukkah, right? Happy Hanukkah. To everybody else, I hope you guys celebrate. If you don't celebrate Christ's birthday, I don't know what's wrong with you, but okay. Maybe you just need to learn about how to do that elbow thing that Betty does so well. Maybe that's the problem. You're missing the elbow action, okay? You're missing the elbow action. Whispering Winds, Libby, it's nice to see you. Nani McPoppins, hey, love bug. I hope you're doing well. Carol is up in the house. Sandy, good morning. Jekyll and Hyde, it's nice to see you. Good morning, loves. Good morning. Now, if you guys are wondering, are you in the vertical chat or are you in the horizontal chat? It's very easy to figure out, okay? In the horizontal chat, you're going to have my breaking news above my head. That's in the portrait. That's in the vertical chat. You'll have the new breaking news above my head. That's how you know you're in the phone mode. If you're on the TV or computer mode, the whole entire breaking news covers my back. Okay, it covers across. I'm over in one side, one corner, and breaking news is on the rest of the screen. So no BHB yesterday. I was doing the cake pops. It was my first time doing cake pops. Oh, welcome. Club, it's nice to see you. Welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. The Insanity Love. Grab your straitjacket in your padded room and welcome aboard, love bug. You've been around a while, so you're making it official. It's nice to see you. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. So, I don't know, we've been covering, you guys have been watching me for several years. You guys know I'm ultra political. I've been, I started out in my own community. I jumped on the bandwagon with Donald J. Trump in his very first bid back in 2015 when he came down the escalators. I've been there from the very beginning. I went to a lot of his rallies. I ended up, meeting a lot of fabulous and wonderful people along the way that have now gone on to become major people in our makeup here, including one of my very good friends that I protested with and set up a lot of stuff. So it's just amazing. I mean, it's amazing seeing all the people that I used to once talk to, becoming, these huge people in this movement. It's just it's something I've never ever seen. But when it comes to Alex Jones was kind of he was brought on. There was a major school shooting, and I think that's where I first learned of this Alex Jones. I had no idea who Alex Jones was. He was a very gruff guy. Over the years, it's kind of been a love-hate relationship there. And I think that's with any commentator. I think we all go through those phases, even you guys with me, because sometimes we just go very, I know when I go offensive. I will go straight offensive on here. And it's like, I don't really give a crap what feet I step on. I'm just going to tell it like it is and just let the chips fall where they fall, right? And so he had made some comments about a school shooting. Sandy Hook, I'm pretty sure, is the school that he was talking about. And he basically, and I kind of, this day and age, kind of understand where he's coming from. Now, granted, he was sued out the ass because it was an event that really happened. That he was basically saying this is a psych op, right? And this day and age, I understand, he's been looking under the hood for a lot longer than Bullhorn Betty has, right? Bullhorn Betty's been looking under the hood for a decade, okay? I'm pretty sure that Alex Jones has been looking under the hood. Right now, I pretty much am right there with him. Like if it's the government's involved, it's a conspiracy. It's not real, right? And it's because that he knew something that we did not know. And it's that all this stuff. Hey, who else is over there? Marcia, Ganja Girl, it's nice to see ya. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Laura, it's nice to see you over there. Good morning. We got a nice little group. You guys got a nice little group over there on the vertical chat. You guys got like 33 people. It's nice to see you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. And so, nowadays I kind of understand where he's coming from because, I look at everything now with that kind of a lens. I will not lie. I really do look at just about everything with that kind of lens. Hey, Phil, it's nice to see you, love. Robin, good morning. Oh, that reminds me, before we dive into this, I need to just backtrack just a little bit. Oh, Lisa, it's nice to see you. Thank you. Actually, that did remind me. I forgot. Here we got some other pressing matters that I keep forgetting to do. Okay, you guys have been sending me cards. I want to thank you guys for that. So before we get started, I just want to thank a few people. Now I know that these are not going to be everybody that I could possibly think, okay? And I'm sorry, I know there's going to be some misnames on here, and I'm not meaning to do that. Who gifted? Oh, Melanie gifted a Bullhorn Betty membership. Thank you. And Justice Jane, you're official again. We love Justice Jane. Justice Jane, welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. I.e. the insane asylum. Grab your straitjacket in your padded room. Well, you know how to do it. You know how to put that straitjacket on. Come on. You've been on the crazy train for a while, right? You've been right there with us. So I just wanted to take a few moments, read these cards before we get started. I keep forgetting to do this, and I do apologize. You guys spend so much time letting me know that you guys care, and I want to tell you, I really do appreciate it. Throughout the year, when things are, a little rough in here, which it happens from time to time, you guys are always there. You guys always show up. You guys are always here for me in the good times and in the bad times. And we have a lot of good times and we have a lot of bad times, right? We're very blessed that the good times outshine the bad times. But there are some dark hours here on this show. There's a lot of, we deal with a lot of pain on this show. We deal with real emotion, real missing children, real deceased individuals, and real justice that needs to be had on this program. You guys know that I'm also ultra political, not just for victims, but for our politics, because I basically believe that there's a lot of victims because of our politics, right? If our politics were working right, we wouldn't have all the substances pouring over the border that we did. We wouldn't have the crime levels that we do right now. It seems like somebody, for whatever reason, just wanted to punish America and wanted to punish the citizens in it with all these crazy lunatics running wild. I've never seen something. This was intentional. This was intentionally done to us, okay? And it was intentionally done to us by our government. And so we're going to be getting into Alex Jones because he did respond to me. And, and I understand his position, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened and why he would even respond to me. So before we do, I want to tell Sonia, thank you so much. Glory to God in the highest and on earth, peace. Luke 2:14, wishing you the comfort of his love, the joy of his salvation, and the peace of his presence. Christmas blessings. Merry Christmas, Sonia. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Ooh, who this from? Oh, this is from Momsies. If you guys don't know who Momsies is Mama Betty, Mama Bullhorn. Mama Betty. Mama Bullhorn. Okay, that's who Momsies is. And she says, sending lots of love and wishing you a very Merry Christmas. Much success in the new year. Give Delilah a kiss. Love you to the moon and back. Momsies and Jacksies. Ooh, thank you. And Mama of 9.5. It's nice to see you, love bug. I hope you are doing well. Merry Christmas, my love. I hope you are up at the hospital. These are my mom's stickers. I miss her every day. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you. This is from Brenda. Merry Christmas, Betty. I can't thank you enough for all you do to advocate for all the missing children and adults. You hold a very special place in my heart. Have a blessed Christmas. Aw, thank you. And if you guys want to know who Brenda is, she's the one that keeps the Bullhorn Betty caffeinated. So when you guys see me, you guys now know know who to blame. You guys know now who to blame. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. That was very, very, very sweet. I appreciate it. And we wouldn't be able to do all that we do without all of you. You guys know that, right? I mean, that's a big part of everything that we do here on this show is a direct result of our audience, right? It's a direct result of our audience heart, because a lot of these cases, people send us out there because they care for somebody else, right? They want to know and help somebody else, because they can't do it. If everybody could just jump on a plane and go out there and provide help and support and information and bring information back, they would. Well, hello, Ricky Beavers. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. If you guys don't know who Ricky Beavers is, he's the stuff. He's the stuff. This is me and Ricky. Yeah. That's Ricky. Ricky's does great music. He actually came on here and did a live show one year. A few years back, he came on here and did a live show. Great musician. Love Ricky Beavers. And he has a vision. He has a vision for kids. A loving vision for kids. So God bless you, Ricky. Merry Christmas. And hopefully we get to see you before the new year. I'm going to be in Kentucky. I'm coming to I forgot to tell you, Ricky, I'm coming to Kentucky now. Because I'm going to come up there. I've got to do a look. I want Tom Massey out. So I'm going to be in Kentucky here soon, my friend. So that would be, I'd love it. When I go to Kentucky, I've always promised, I got to go see Turkey Man, which is, I think, right near Kentucky. I'm hoping close to Kentucky. I need to find Turkey Man. I got to go see Turkey Man. Promised Turkey Man for years I'd come by and see him when I'm in Tennessee, when I'm close by his house. But I am going to be in Kentucky, and you're another person that I want to see while I'm in Kentucky. I went to Kentucky for a quick trip to cover Jason Ellis and Crystal Turner's case there in Bardstown, but I'd like to swing, I'd like to meet up with you. I might like to meet up with you, my friend. I'd like to meet up with you. All right. All right. Massey is a messy. That's it. Yeah. Massey's got to go though. He's an obstructionist. He works more, he's hanging out with the Republicans while working for the Democrats. I can't do it no more. Okay, it's time for him to go. And our beautiful Debbie says, sent us this, God's gift is still the greatest ever given. And it says, and the greatest our heart will ever receive. Rejoice with you this Christmas. Merry Christmas from Debbie and Kim. Well, thank you, Debbie and Kim. I appreciate it. And then there's just one other thing that I would like to say to a lot of people. And I first want to talk... I got a list, and I almost forgot the list, and then we'll get going back to Alex Jones. I'm sorry for breaking this up. I notice I have a tendency of doing it, so we'll redo everything here in just a little bit. So I just want to thank the Mr. and Mrs. Car Guy, Mr. and Mrs. E, Mob Crew, Silver's on the Scene, Jay, Mama Rissa, BMW Coupe, and of course Hindsight. Now I know that there are a lot of other content creators on this platform, like Grave Crime with Grace, and other platforms like TikTok, that have really been keeping Sebastian's name in the spotlight. So I know I'm missing a lot of people, but those are the people that came to the top of my mind first. And it's not that nobody else matters. I just want to throw that out there. These are the people that have really, and for all the other people that I have missed, that have really put Sebastian Rogers in the forefront of the conversations over the last 2 years. Thank you for that. Justin for All, thank you. Smiley Stories World, another one. Thank you. There's been a lot that has kept this in the forefront of social media. And I really do believe that that's where social media excels the most, absolutely the most, in true crime and true crime content creation, is because when we get these stories, it's not just about the news segment. It's not about the clip. It's about really diving in and taking ownership, because in many cases, especially when we're dealing with kids, it's their parents. Okay. And in our lives, our parents are our protectors. Our parents are the ones fighting for us the most, and more so than anybody else. But in many of our cases, it's us against the parents, right? Because the parents have done terrible things to their children, and we want justice to be had. So it's it's a little different, but it's very, very, very emotional work. But I think that the payoff is rewarding. You know, seeing the bad guy going to jail, knowing that we had help in getting leads and stuff to law enforcement to put the bad guy in jail. Those are the things that we strive to do. And I know that for this channel, there have been some major people, not that everybody hasn't been a major part of this channel. But there are a few that I just want to say thank you to, and that is Melanie, Lisa B. Always, Sonia, Karen, I Am Team Summer, B. Betty, Betty Fan, Pebbles, Emma, Brenda, Robin, Debbie, and Kim, and everyone else that has donated, including to our legal fund, which I know hundreds of you guys came together to help with the legal fund. So I know I cannot possibly, Mom 9.5. Thank you for all the stuff you have done as well. So just everybody in and of themselves, you know, we're coming to the end of the year, and sometimes I feel like we forget to tell you guys thank you for everything that you guys have done and sacrificed and helped us with as content creators. So I really do appreciate all of you, and I can tell you very, very clearly this channel would not be doing as good as it is. Our other channels would not be doing as good as they are doing if it wasn't for each and every one of you guys. So we do appreciate you, and I wanted to make sure that you guys were all thanked. Okay, now that we're good, now that we're officially through, sorry about that. I forgot I was meaning to do that yesterday and the day before yesterday and the day before yesterday, and I even wrote it on a list and everything. And guess what? Couldn't do it. So we're a little hinky over here. Why is this doing that? Ooh, I did not like that. Hold on a second. Guys, we're going to probably get a little, give it just a second. We're going to get a little funky here while it does something. I need to get back to my stream. I just kicked one of my streams off of here. Sorry, and I need to get it back because that's where the other chat box is. I can't see who's in the other stream. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Guys, I'm sorry about this. Apparently I hit a button that I didn't mean to hit, and it kicked me out of my chat on the vertical. So I've got to get back into the vertical chat, and I keep hitting the wrong button and not going back into the vertical chat. Trust me, it's user error because I wasn't expecting to have an issue. And the difference between us and mainstream media, when we have a issue in our production, you guys have to witness it live and in person. So gotta love that. But that's okay. Let's see. Is this one my V's? This is my V. Okay, so this is the one I need. All right, I think we're loading it back up right now. There we go. And I saw some people in chat, and so I wanted to make sure. Give me just a second. It's starting to load back up, and I got to pause it otherwise. Oh, it was just Nightbot. So I just did all of that for Nightbot. Great. I thought I was missing some of you guys in the vertical chat. I'm sorry. It was all for nothing. Blue skies and sandy beaches. It's nice to see you. So getting back to the Alex Jones saga. So Alex Jones, InfoWars no more, right? They were sued. They were sued by the people of Sandy Hook, and again, going back to him calling it a conspiracy theory or a psyop or something like that, I kind of understand why he says that this day and age, or why he would have even being a remote possibility, okay? Because in all fairness, this day and age, I absolutely kind of believe that the majority of things are actually conspiracy theories or psyops. I didn't realize this is what our CIA does literally all over the world, right? They create havoc to sway. I didn't realize that's what our CIA did. No wonder we got people. Why would people be screwing with our elections? Well, maybe it's because we have been screwing with other countries' elections. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? You guys know how I am. I don't like screwing with, I don't think we should be, I don't want anybody being in our business, okay? I don't want a foreign agent telling us what we can and cannot do here. I don't want another country telling us how to vote, what to vote for, or manipulating our votes. And I don't think we should be doing that anywhere in this world, okay? If we see things that go against, that are crimes against humanity, and we want to stick up for, human beings, that's something completely different. But for us to literally have our CIA manipulating other countries to sway elections, and then we're all sitting over here not realizing that's what's happening, and we're sitting over here bitching and moaning and groaning about others trying to infiltrate our elections, and it's like, wait a minute here. How are we going to have our CIA over in other countries manipulating, and then not expect it to come over here? Maybe if we didn't do it with them, like, this is getting to the point where I'm thinking we did this to ourselves because we had no business being over there doing anything else. So I kind of understand, even with the whole, I'm just trying to give you guys an explanation of why I kind of understand why anybody would think that something could be a psyop, okay? Because many of us are very ignorant to what our government truly does. Alex Jones is not. And so we all know that there has been things perpetrated on our country to try to take our guns away from us. As soon as they take our guns away from us, our country's gone. That's why there's so many of us fighting to keep those guns, because the deep state will turn on us. They do not care about us. They care about our money, and they care about having ruling power over us. That's it. So you guys give them that. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I'm going to tell you, you're going to bleed. Your bleeding heart is going to be your demise. So you better toughen up, and you better get thick skin, and you better get it pretty quick. Okay? Because everybody else, as you can see, the rest of this country in a blaze and just in complete turmoil, people don't live like we do. Okay? People don't want to be kind to others like we do. People are not as philanthropic as we are as a country. Okay? We are, because we have bleeding hearts, and those bleeding hearts are getting us killed. Okay? And we need to stop it. We need to stop it. I want less government. Our government is entirely too big. Okay? All right. What do we do when we have monopolies, when we have businesses too big? What do? Our government goes and breaks and blockbusters those businesses up. Why? Because they have way too much control. So why aren't we doing that for our government? Anyways, let me get off the talking points. Let me get us reeled back in. So what did Alex Jones write me or respond to me about? I just spoke to you guys about the other morning about the AmFest and how upset I was about Tucker Carlson. And I'm done. Like, there's just a few people that I idolized. And again, we got to quit the idolization of people, even in our own movement, even in with ourselves. We need to quit idolizing these people. Folks, we need to quit idolizing these people, because look at how many snakes we have found that are bred in our own backyard, in our own gardens. Look at it, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Nobody can flip from conservative Republic to liberal at the drop of a dime. She did, right? Nobody can go from Christian values like Tucker Carlson into sitting there representing Islam. You guys understand that? They got so big that they needed money, and they kept chasing money and kept chasing money and kept chasing money, and now they are bought and paid for. They are no longer that independent journalist that we once knew. Tucker Carlson is not that person anymore. Okay? It was very much, very well, and of course we have a very strong Jewish community in the United States. We have a lot of Jewish connections, a lot of Jewish allies, a lot of connection with Israel. Okay? And then you've got somebody up there rooting for Islam. Islam wants to completely annihilate Israel and the Jewish people. They want to ethnically cleanse the Jewish people. So we have strong conservative Christians and strong conservative Jews. Okay? and Jewish folks in this movement. And then you go and start talking about Islam. Do you know how much of a slap in the face it is for our Jewish friends and allies to hear us supporting these people? And listen, guys, I didn't realize, that I think, you know how I always tell you, I go through things and I feel like this walk, it's funny how I used to respect him. Nope. Right, exactly. But you know how you go through this walk and you never realize why you do something or why your path took you to this point? I think I was supposed to be at that Port Authority meeting that I went to the other day. The only Port Authority meetings, which I've attended several meetings, but they were at our BOCC. And BOCC is just Board of County Commissioners. So every county has a BOCC. It's Board of County Commissioners, okay? And so I was but they had the Port Manatee where our director from the Port Authority comes to our dais in downtown Bradenton versus us going all the way out to the northern tip of our county to the port. And so I had an opportunity to go out there, but I learned about Honeywell and Honeywell product. Now, a lot of people have Honeywell products in their home, like their air conditioning, control panel says Honeywell on it. Well, Honeywell does a lot of different ventures. So it's not just because something has Honeywell on it doesn't mean that is all they do. So there's a lot of different factions of Honeywell and Honeywell different. And one of those is receivers. And you're probably saying, what is this receiver? This receiver is a huge, huge piece of metal. It looks almost like a rocket. Okay. It looks like when they're building it, they're building a rocket because it's so large, they have to build it up instead of... Forgot I had this thing here. They had to build it up. Let me move this right out of my hand. There we go. They have to build it up. And what it does is it takes natural gas and it liquefies it. Natural gas, when it comes out, is a gas. And so the colder you get it, the more liquefied, and it doesn't ship with any type of fuel in it or anything like that. And it's not tested with fuel. It's tested with air pressure and stuff to make sure there's no leaks. But these receivers take natural gas and liquefy it. So it's more in a condensed form. And you can store more liquid natural gas than you can air, the gas itself. So the receivers have an important makeup. Do you know who the number one purchaser of these receivers are for our Honeywell at our port? Qatar, or what they call Qatar. They say, I call it Qatar. Some people call it Qatar. Other people call it Qatar or Qatar. So that's where they're sending the majority of the Honeywell business in my port for those natural gas receivers go to Qatar. If you guys don't know where that is, remember when we had the Israel Palestine or the Hamas war that was just ended, and remember how Israel did a strike for the Hamas people coming for a meeting in Qatar? That's the same place that we here in the state of Florida, our port, produces the most of these things for that region, that Middle Eastern region. So even here in my own local economy, Qatar has is one of our top business trade partners, at least with these I have to think very high expensive receivers. These receivers take 22 to 29 months to construct, and these are made to order. None of them are exactly yes. And we also heard about them, them being able to land at everybody was blowing it out of proportion, like they were getting a landing zone in the United States, and it wasn't like that. They were just having permission to land at one of our military bases. And again, that is Laura Loomer I respect, but in all fairness, I do believe she's a lot more strong on the anti-Islam front than I am, like she comes from a Jewish background. My uncle's Jewish. I've got Jewish members in my family, but I don't practice Judaism. I'm a Christian. So there's a lot of different things that they've had to go through historically that make her dislike Islam historically, for things that they've done to her country historically. So I understand that, but I'm an American. My roots are, mostly Eastern European and like Scotland, Ireland. That's the bulk of my personal makeup. Now I have a lot of other different, things that make me a Heinz 57, but the predominant makeup of me are those things. Now, the predominant makeup of, say, my cousin Ellen, on the other hand, would be predominantly, Hispanic. Now, I don't know if that's from, Mexico, or if they are Latin, or where they're, I don't know. She'll have to take her DNA and find out what area of the world she's from, like I did. But, there's just a lot of different Heinz 57s. My mom may come back more Eastern European, and less Irish, where my dad may come back more Irish and Scotland. You see what I'm saying? So, do these things matter? To be honest with you, I really, I don't know. But for Laura Loomer, they do. And she just does not, she doesn't think that we should have any business. We should be, I'm not like that. I think that we should treat heads of countries, whether they're countries that have, bad human rights to them or not. It's not for us to run some other country. We don't want other people running our country, right? And so you gotta, in my opinion, you gotta balance that. You got to balance that. But all of this came to a head at AmFest, and that's where we're going with this. It all came to a head at AmFest. Tucker Carlson spoke, Ben Shapiro spoke. They were basically attacking each other, which was, in all honesty, people that care about Charlie's legacy and what he has done, this breaks my heart. Seeing what I saw on that stage, I wasn't there. I would have been pissed if I went to AmFest and spent that money and listened to that. I would have probably you guys know me. I would have went where they were entering from and probably chewed Ben Shapiro out face to face. You guys do not know me. I am an activist and an advocate. I don't have a problem raising my voice or yelling at anybody. Okay? Period. And I would have yelled at him, and I would have yelled at Tucker Carlson. I don't really care. Because what they did to Charlie, the first major event after Charlie's assassination, and they couldn't show Charlie more respect than to do that, it pissed me off. It pissed me off. I will not lie. And then to see Benny Johnson go out there, and God bless Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson is the reason why I love the MAGA movement. It's people like him, the people that I've met so much. And I really do hope that Alex Jones does take my advice, which he probably won't. He's a dude. Guys don't listen very, they're thick-skulled. And, he had every right to say something. It's, in all fairness, I don't have any qualms with Alex Jones in this matter. Because in fairness, it was Ben Shapiro that picked the fight. He had every right to make a statement after it, but it wasn't that. I was just pissed. I was pissed that everybody was grandstanding. I was pissed that everybody took the mic and pissed all over Charlie's good name. And this was the first event Erica was running. Dude, I want to bend some people's butts over my knee and whip their ever-loving butt. Literally whip it with a belt. How dare you? How dare you that your mama didn't teach you any better? How dare you disrespect, all the shit that Erica has gone through. It's just how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And then right behind that, Alex Jones comes on. So he kind of got the brunt of my frustration here. He really did. And and again, I don't have any qualms with Alec Jones at all. I really don't. Let me move this up here, because we're going to have to put this here, and I'm going to have to turn this on here. Okay, so I think we got everything on. Was I going on this one? No, it was not. No, it was not. Hold on. Let me turn this off. I don't think these were the ones I was going on. I think it's the next one. There we go. No. There we go. That's what I'm going. So here is the statement that came right after that. This was, and again, I'm mad at all of them. Okay? I'm mad at all of them. I'm not mad at one. I'm not mad at two. Oh, hey, Hope Floats. It's nice to see you. I'm mad at all of them because I just want somebody from our party to rise above, to be a bigger person, kind of like, you know what? Like Benny Johnson, where he truly took ownership because he gives a crap about Charlie. He cares about Erica. I just want somebody just to stop with all the noise. So what? He said this. So what? If I stop my show every time somebody said something horrible about me, my show would literally be consumed by Bullhorn Betty. Okay? We talk about cases. I wouldn't even have time to even talk about Alex Jones because I was so busy talking about myself. Right? And here we go, and again, I don't blame Alec. I don't blame him at all. The situation should have never been created. So here's what he has to say. I'm only going to play just the first few moments of it, okay? And then I'm going to get to what I said.
Ben Shapiro, I challenge you to a debate. I challenge you anywhere, anytime, any place, as long as there is a neutral moderator, and we don't even need a moderator. We can just go at it.
I don't think that's going to be good. I don't want them to go at it, okay? I don't want them to go at it. But you see, he seems a little frustrated and a little angry, and he's doing it the right way, too. He's asking for a debate. And in all fairness, this is not the first time that he has asked for this debate. Let me get this knucklehead off here. Hold on, where is... Oh, we're going to be talking about him next. Oh, okay. Let's get him off. So, I think he's doing it the right way here, okay? I'm not, I don't really watch this guy. I don't, Alex Jones, I know his name. I know his name because of, we cover true crime, and I'm in the political sphere. I know a lot of people. Remember, I talked about those elbows, right? That elbow problem I have. And so I've known this guy for a long time. I've never been on the bandwagon of taking his mic or trying to cancel him or anything like that. Even on the heels, I know a lot of people have been offended by him or whatnot. I'm not so easily offended. Okay, you guys know me. I think he's entitled to his opinions. I've listened to him here and there. And again, this wasn't the worst thing he could have done. He's calling for a debate. And a debate that would garner a lot of attention, which is, again, it's creating this controversy in the MAGA movement and then capitalizing on the controversy that I'm having a problem with. And that's what I feel like's going on here. Did Alex Jones have a right to step up to the plate and say something? He did. He was called out by Ben Shapiro on a very national stage. So I absolutely agree with his statement to me, but again, it's leading up to the statement that I'm trying to get you guys to understand.
Like the Lincoln Douglas debate, I'll go 10 hours with you, sonny boy. In fact, no moderator needed. Let's just get up here at a podium.
You guys know I'm all about spines and balls, right? At least this guy's got a pair, right? He's got a backbone and he's got a pair of balls. Why is this man not in politics and a commentator? I don't know. But you know what? If we look at Dan Bongino, Dan Bongino was a commentator and he decided to go and be part of, to try to take down the swamp. And you guys see he's leaving. He is one of the most honorable people I know, Dan Bongino. And for him to leave, it's telling me there's something not right. There's something not right. And you know what? Like, even in my local community, like, I'm done going after the politicians. I'm going to start going after my planning department. All right? You guys want to turn our roads into D's and F's? I'm going to come after your freaking job. And that's exactly what I plan to do. I'm done playing patty cake with my commissioners. My commissioners are not going to stop the work I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to start going after our employees here. And we're not going to stop until it's done. Until it's done. I'm sick and tired of dealing with, crap. But here we got a person that probably is not a pushover that would go in there. He is a goat. Absolutely. But now, like even this guy here, he's a strong guy, right? He got a big platform. He should be going into office. We need some more statesmen. We need people that cannot be pushed around. That's what we need. We need people that have balls and backbones. And I'm sorry, but our Congress right now is missing a spine and is missing a pair of balls. I'm sorry, they just are. They're not working for us, okay? They're acting like they are, but they are not doing shit. Let's be honest.
And let's just start going after it. And I'm going to eat you alive. And you know what? I predict that Ben Shapiro won't take this challenge. And if it gets raised to him, because I'm going to start beating the drum on this.
I guess InfoWars is still here.
I know he won't. He'll say.
Oh, they must have survived. Okay. Well, I thought InfoWars was never it was finito, but I guess not.
Oh, I'm not going to give him attention. I'm not going to platform him. I'm not going to elevate him.
Well, you are. That's it. Okay, so you guys see what's going on here, okay? So we had, not leaky balls, though. No. No leaky balls. We don't want leaky balls. We just want spine and backbones. We want some freaking kahunas. We need kahunas in Congress. Okay, folks, we need kahunas. I swear, I think men go into Congress and they freaking neuter each other. I don't get it. Dan knows the bad people. He has heart. I got to tell you, I think Dan is going to get back to podcasting. I hope so. I know he is. He's not going to be able to tell us because a lot of the stuff that happened, he's got classified, he's got different type of classification. So even though when he comes back, he's going to have to be very, very careful what he says. He can't just, carte blanche say, oh, this is wrong. He's prevented from doing so. So I know everybody's we need big balls. That's what we need. We need big balls. That's exactly what we need right there. We just need more people, more people with spines and balls to be in part of Congress because, we're getting robbed blind, folks. These people are laundering our money. They're taxing us out the wazoo. Our children have no future. They have no real American dream. And it's because of this power-hungry, greedy, people that we've allowed just to take, and we've still, half the country still hasn't pulled their heads out of their asses yet. They just haven't. They haven't. So anyways, this was grandstanding, right? So this is where I came in and, let me see if this doesn't have my full response here. Hold on. Let's go in here so you guys can see the full response. The cover. That was classic. Did you guys see that cover? It won't let me do it again. He's got Ben Shapiro up here like this, like with his arms. Sorry, that was funny. I found that funny because Shapiro's not really like this guy. Looks like he's a he's a football star. Like Alex Jones looks like a football, one of the football people. And he's got little old tiny Ben Shapiro up there. That was funny. I'm sorry, that was funny. Okay, so this was my comment right here. Oh, come on. Come on, there it is. So there it is. You see me right here. Why is everybody grandstanding after Charlie Kirk's demise? This is starting to get so freaking annoying. And so Alex responded back and he says, Shapiro attacked me. I responded. And he's right. He's right. That's why, I was going to come up here and say some other things. But in all fairness, he's right. Ben picked this. I listened to it myself. He picked it myself. And so this guy sits there and says, yeah, it goes back 7 years. This is from 2018, and I get it. But enough is enough. We have a country to save, and we need to cowboy up and quit whining like little old bitches. I'm done with this. They're sullying everything Charlie Kirk died for. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So, you know, and it says I have a comment after that, but I don't see any comment after that, so it must not be a comment that I can see. It says, oh, right here, it says, you should probably follow your own advice. What a bitch. Oh, what a bitch. Okay, well, we're going to block you. Okay, Cupcake? There you go. I don't want to see your face. Suck it. Suck it. That's what I got to say. But that's my point. You know, I'm sick and tired of Charlie's name being sullied in all of this. And, you know, he's the one that's being sullied in all of this. And that's all that needs to be had here. And so Alex Jones did respond to me. It shows some type of respect. I appreciate it. And I even said, thank you for responding, you know. He didn't have to. Even down here, he says, I criticize Israel constantly. People like you just want to feel superior. He says, you're afraid of criticizing Israel. And he's saying I criticize Israel. So this is not to me. This is to the person above here. So Alex Jones is obviously, he does comment to people. And I appreciate that. And that's probably why people, I mean, that's one of the things. I want to catch that every time I do that. Let's see if we can get it up again. No, come on. We only got a blitz, okay?
Ben Shapiro.
We only get a blip on it. Let's try to pull it back. Let's try to go down and see if we can get it. You guys can only get a glimpse of it. Okay? Let's see if it does it. Okay? Oh, it won't do it again. Damn it! I'm sorry. It is funny. Wife not wine, she says. I'm sick of people putting Charlie Kirk's wife down and trying to ruin. Yes, exactly. And it's a cancer from within. It really is a cancer from within. I do believe. And that kind of puts me over to my next little tidbit here, because I love, I don't know if I can say, like I do. I love Benny Johnson. I love him. Not like love him like that kind of love him, but I love him. He's a great guy. He's got an amazing family. Those are, if you want to idolize somebody like that's worth idolizing. Somebody that loves their family, that's there for their family, that gets up every day, that works for their family, that works to provide for their family, that would never allow a paycheck to take them away from their family. Those are the people we need to idolize. Hey, the real gypsy soul. It's nice to see you. Christy, it's nice to see you. Good morning. So let's hear what Benny has to say, because this is exactly why we love Benny so much.
It's happening. You want Charlie Kirk's legacy? I banish you, Satan. I banish the demons that are trying to rip at and destroy Charlie Kirk's legacy. Let me present it to you clearly based on data right here. Young adults are leading a resurgence in church attendance. That's Charlie Kirk's legacy. Gen Z leads all church attendance. That's Charlie Kirk's legacy.
Now, this is in response to the bullshit that the people that got a platform, and I'm going to say this on my platform, anybody that was disrespectful to Charlie or his wife with their speeches should never be invited back on another TPUSA stage again without some repentance. I never want to see that again. Ever.
Charlie Kirk swung young voters, and particularly young men, voted in a absolute majority for Donald Trump. First time in our lifetime. That's a Charlie Kirk legacy. And when Gallup polled the priorities of young people in our country, young, based, male Trump voters said the number one priority of my life is going to be getting married and having kids. That's the number one thing they want to do. That's Charlie Kirk. living today.
Why is that so important? It's because so many have beat up the family unit. And to think that there are people out there that thrive and want the family unit, it's amazing. That is a legacy, especially when something has been trying to destroy the fabric of families for decades. Not centuries, decades.
And that's why red states have a child population that is skyrocketing and blue states are collapsing. Because have you ever seen a lib? They're so hideous, no one wants to have sex with them.
Sorry. I think we'll stop right there. That was a perfect ending for Bullhorn Betty. Yes. And not only that, but let's be honest, most of the libs probably are hims instead of hers anyways. I'm just saying. All right, guys, you guys need to hear this. This is related to our Democrat population saying, oh my gosh, we care for you and your kids. We want to make sure that you guys are safe and unafraid. Unafraid. Until you have a problem with choices we make, and then you're the problem, not us. Right? This is going on all over the country. I say hell to the nah. We need a federal law. Why has there been no federal laws? It's because our federal Congress sucks. Probably why we need Alex Jones in Congress. Just saying.
Springfield High School in Fairfax County, Virginia, just outside of D.C., started allowing a 10th grade boy who identifies as a girl to use the girls' locker room. Now, apparently this boy uses the girls' locker room and watches girls get undressed, but he also uses the boys' bathroom elsewhere in the building, so make of that what you will. Don't think we're dealing with rocket science here. But it made some of the freshman girls uncomfortable because what 13-year-old girl wouldn't want to get undressed in front of a boy she doesn't know? And so they complained to a teacher who told them there was nothing that she could do, and then one of them told her mom, who took it to school administrators. And this is what they told these girls. If you don't want to get undressed in front of a boy, just get dressed faster. They told them to change quicker to accommodate the boy who needed to come into their locker room and get dressed for gym. Now, I am beyond just wanting a policy change at this point. Adults need to start facing criminal charges for endangering kids and violating their safety, their dignity, and their privacy. I'm done with this nonsense. And I don't want to hear a freaking word from the party of women's rights and girl power and rah-rah. Y'all are liars. You are hypocrites. And our children should not be suffering for it.
Amen. 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 All right, my Monday flock. The day has come. Do we have drum rolls? We have. Epstein files. Epstein. Oh, I can get rid of all of this. Hold on. Let me just go through here. Oops, let's go here. Don't need to pick people's shit up on the frickin'. Okay, I think we're done here. We're done here. We're done here. Now we're here. Now we're here. Now we're here. All right, folks, the Epstein files are coming in. I think they mislabeled them. Now that we've started seeing some of the stuff rolling out, it's starting to make me wonder why these are called the Epstein files. I don't think this is the Epstein files. I think this is the Bill Clinton files, And isn't it so funny? I got something to say. How many people are happy? Just try a show of ones and twos. I'm happy. By a show of ones and twos. How many people are happy that we've got the Epstein files out? I'm a one. I'm glad they're starting to come out. Now, they're not all released. I understand why it's taken a little bit of time. Apparently, this file was much larger than we thought. It sounds like there's a lot of victims, maybe surpassing 1,200 different victims. That's a lot of redactions. So I trust that we are going to be releasing these things out. However, I have problems with Pam Bondi. Okay, I'm not really a Pam. There's a lot of people now that we see, now that they're in action, Trump's in his second term, I see where our problems are. So I'm happy that we're starting to get some of this out. But you know what I find appalling is that everybody was all they wanted these out. They wanted to know who to go after. Well, the first person's Bill Clinton. Why hasn't nobody been screaming from the mountaintops, arrest Bill Clinton? Where is Tom Massey and his protection? Oh, how about Marjorie Taylor Greene? Hey, boo-boo. Hey, Marjorie. Hey, Marjorie Trader. Where are you on the victims? I'm just curious because, granted, it's not all the paperwork, but we got something we can get started on, do we not? I did see Bill Clinton with a lot of different underage children. Did I not? So if we see Bill Clinton with underage girls, and how you can tell whether they're underage girls is because they're redacted. Did you guys notice the big black boxes over the girls? They're not over Ghislaine's head. Why? Because she's an adult. They're not over Bill Clinton's head. Why? Because he's an adult. But you see the boxes over other victims. Why? Because they're underage. They're underage. So all these people have been fighting for the Epstein files, and we see our first suspect, and not one person is demanding the arrest of Bill Clinton. Not one. You know what they're asking for? They're wanting Pam Bondi, which is somebody I really don't have any more regard for right now. They're wanting Pam Bondi arrested for not producing more, getting the stuff out quick enough. Not to arrest Bill Clinton. What? The hell? What? Massey! Marjorie, you guys have ruined your reputation over the files. You got the files. You got the law passed. First one in 13 years there, Tom Massey. You finally got one across the finish line. Wait, what's more to tell you? Congratulations for getting it across the finish line there, Mr. Massey, after 13 years. You got one. You got one. Got one. Oh. I don't know why I know why it's because I got all this stuff running. Well, we'll go back to it. I do want to point you guys to my Twitter account. See, he keeps trying to come over here and disguise himself and try to say that we can't post him. And of course, YouTube is working with him. They haven't hit my file, but they can't do anything on Facebook and they can't do anything on Twitter. So if you guys want to know who Blank Screen is, you can go over to my Twitter account. If you guys know where he is, I think it's Monk's Corner he might be from. We are trying to find his physical address and his telephone number. So if you guys do have that, you can reach out to me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. And if you guys just wait about an hour, I'll go ahead and repost my X feed. And maybe we'll discuss it on we'll put a big red nose on his face so we can disguise him just a little bit from the thing. And we'll roll with another video with him. So we're going to keep doing this. I don't give a rat's ass. We're going to find you, Blank Screen. And when I do, I'm going to rock your world, baby. I'm going to rock your ever-loving world. All right. So let's try it again. Let me take this off. There we go. I bet you it'll work a little better. Let me take this off. Hold on. Oh, you guys can't see it over there in the virtual or in the vertical. So let's do it again. And it's not doing better.
Sneaky gremlins, but we're here to set it right. Jump and duck, let's take a shot. Turning trolls into what they're not. Whack control, let 'em tumble. Swing your spatula stick, whack 'em fast, whack 'em quick.
Did I take myself? It took it off? Took it off. Wow. All right. Well, let's get back over here. I turned that off. I don't know what's going on with it. We got, the system doesn't seem like it's too bogged down this morning, but it was cracking, lacking my whack-a-troll song, so get some mental help. I know. The first one, always about it. So, but you guys can go check out my ex post. We're going to continue to find Moncks Corner, South Carolina. So if you're from Moncks Corner, South Carolina, please be on the lookout. Go over to my ex account. We're working on trying to find out where specifically, what his true Blank Screen's house. We're going to definitely show up at Blank Screen's house. We're bringing the shit show to Blank Screen's house. And I'm just going to throw that right on out there. And there ain't going to be a fucking cop in the world that's going to stop Bullhorn Betty. When I find out who you are, I'm coming to your house, dude. I'm coming to your house. I don't care if you're in the ghetto. I will buy the whole damn street something to make sure that they're standing on that corner with me. I'm coming for you. Coming for you. All right. Back had to be morning shot so I don't crash. Grab some grapes and coffee. There you go. So the Epstein files are out. It shouldn't be the Epstein files. It should be the Clinton files. Nobody is calling for Bill Clinton's arrest. Nobody's calling for a deep investigation or the nothing. They're wanting Pam Bondi's arrest. They don't want Bill Clinton. So my question is, was this really about the victims? Or was this more about getting to Donald J. Trump? And if it was more about getting to Donald J. Trump, why in the hell was Marjorie Taylor Greene acting like a victim when he called her a traitor? Because she's been doing a lot of dirty shit behind the screens. And I'm about to start taking on Brian, her boyfriend, which is a journalist that I highly respect. And unfortunately, now they're engaged. What a dumbass. But in all fairness, Marjorie Taylor Greene is accused of insider trading. She came in with $700,000 in her bank account, and she's leaving with $24 million in her bank account. So maybe that's why he's trying to get into that. He's probably trying to get her, marry her, and he doesn't look like he's all that faithful. So I'm pretty sure Brian gonna be going bye-bye as soon as he gets the cha-ching. I'm just saying. I feel like he's pimping him. I feel like Brian might be pimping. Hey, Brian! You pimping? Tell us the truth. You pimping, huh? Big pimping. Big pimping. So we're not going to go over the information. I am just going to show you because I am now going to be putting this into into your hands, into your faithful hands. My audience, I love you guys so much, but you guys are my investigators. Here you go. Find me something. Hey, Ganja girl, it's nice to see you, love. Here you go. Go find me something. We're getting the files. Here's some more. Go find me something. What's interesting to you? Let's talk about it. We'll bring it up on the show. We'll bring it up on the show. We got all of these. Look at that. We got part 1 to part 22. Here's the FBI vault. The vault, folks. The vault. Right there. So I'm not going through this. Pimping is illegal. Big pimping. Illegal. Oh, mental health. don't really help all the time. Yeah. So there you guys go. I mean, let's get into this. Let's start. I'll bring it to the show. You guys find me something. We'll talk about it. I'm not diving into this. This is outside of my pay grade, right? This is outside of my pay grade. I'll do the work. But this isn't our job. Our job is true crime, right? I'll cover, and granted, that is true crime, but it's old true crime, okay? The victims are still the victims. So we don't have potential victims. What we have is people that need to go to jail. But as you can see from everything that I'm looking at, it doesn't seem like anybody really is going after the suspects. All they want to do is try to go after Trump's team. They're not getting it out quick enough. They're not redacting it quick enough. They're not, they needed to have it by here. Let's throw them in jail. Let's throw them in jail. Meanwhile, we already have people to start going after. Do you think they're going after those people? Do you think one person, all these Democrats, I'm asking you, all these Democrats have been sitting there screaming, we want the Epstein files, we want the Epstein files, we want the Epstein files. Well, your president is in all of those files to the point where we're saying they shouldn't even be called the Epstein files, they should be called the Bill Clinton files, and not one person has moved to arrest the man after all the atrocities he has done to these young women. And their minds and their bodies and the control that they had. Nobody has done anything to help those victims. Not even Marjorie Taylor Greene. Why? Why? I thought it was about the victims. I thought it was about the victims. I thought it was about the victims. Right? Where's the victims now? Tom Massey? What about the victims now, Marjorie Taylor Greene? What about the victims now, Hakeem Jeffries? What about the victims now, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer? What about the victims now? Oh, I got a button for that. You'll find Bullhorn Betty loves to push buttons, and I've got buttons for just about every blessed thing. Every blessed thing. All the people, thank you, screaming women's rights. Victims' rights, right? Where are they now? We got a litany of this stuff. You guys want to see it? You want to see Bill Clinton with a girl, an underage girl, sitting on his lap? Was it before or after? I mean, I'm just asking. So far, out of everything I've seen, 0 people have called for any arrests of the suspects that have abused these children. Where's Marjorie Taylor Greene? Where's she now? Where's she now? Oh, that's right. She's trying to schedule that appointment on The View. I forgot about that. I forgot her and The View are BFFs now. Forgot about that. All right, guys. So here we are, full circle. We had a lot to do. If you guys were just coming in, Alex Jones responded to me about, the things that were going on AmFest. And in all fairness, he was accurate. He was right. Ben Shapiro called him out. I'm kind of middle of the road with Ben Shapiro. Okay, I don't dislike the guy. I think he has a lot of great attributes that the MAGA movement should consider, but his behavior on the stage was the first of many, and I just can't accept that. It was inappropriate, and he should understand as a man that his behavior was inappropriate. Ben Shapiro, your behavior is inappropriate, okay? And to me, in all fairness, I believe Ben Shapiro has the short man's problem. The short man's problem, excuse me. Short guy problem. The short guy problem. I was trying to say two different things all at once, okay? I have that problem myself. I'm 5 foot, barely scratching 5'1", okay? So I'm a little, I'm an alpha female. I bite as hard as I bark. And, a lot of people don't bite as hard as they bark. They just bark. Ben Shapiro is a little guy. He's a short guy, okay? He has a short man's problem, okay? Not disrespectful. It's just owning what you are. I own it. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't have a problem. Is it because of I don't know. All I know is I'm a short broad, and maybe that's why I'm so brutally honest. I gotta stand up, be bigger. I got a mad dog You right? Because there's bigger people than me. It's eat or be eaten, right? Maybe that's it. I don't know what does it. I don't know what does it. I'm assuming that that's what's wrong with me because, I just really don't give a shit, right? And I'd have to think I'm a short person. Is that because I have a Napoleon comp? I don't know. I don't think I do, but hey, everybody else does, so what? Might as well own it. Might as well own it. Okay, I'll own it, right? But Ben Shapiro needs to own it too. Okay, his behavior was inappropriate. Listen, I do inappropriate behavior. I own it. You guys never see me justify inappropriate. I'll come here and say, yeah, I did that. So what? So what? Right? I own it. I don't justify it. I own it. It is all me. Right? Because I live by very few rules, but I live by very, very strict rules. Right? I do things the right way all the time, not just some of the time. Okay, that is a major thing. Do I fall short? I always do. I'm a human being. I do not beat myself up for that. Okay, I do not live in the vision of perfection. Never wanted to. I will never be that. There's only one perfect being out there for me. Okay, and we're going to be celebrating his birthday on the 25th of December. So when it comes to Ben Shapiro, I have to identify with him. How do I identify with him? It's getting down to the molecular level of him. And at the end of the day, he is a very proud Jewish man, okay? And he's a short Jewish man. And he just watched Tucker Carlson. And not only that, but being Jewish, I'm sorry, my uncle, he's, there's just, they want reward and they want to be rewarded. When they work hard, they want the attention, right? They want the attention. They strive for the attention. So there's nothing that I can say that I dislike about Ben Shapiro other than his bullheadedness at times, I think. And I think that's an attribute to like the Napoleon complex, right? We're all bullheaded. I think that is a makeup of that. But there, I don't agree with him, but there's nothing that I really dislike about Ben Shapiro. But I think he gets jealous. Like, I feel like he looks at somebody and says, how should I explain it? I don't know. I just feel like he looks at like Tucker Carlson and thinks he's a bonehead and an idiot and doesn't understand how he's gotten so popular or he has so much net worth. And I think, Ben Shapiro dogs that or, mocks that. Or mocks that person for it. Either way, there is the whole thing with Alex Jones, this whole debacle, this whole, pissing contest and everything else is bred by Tucker and Ben Shapiro, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Who's the one doing it? It is Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson has taken the side of Islam and Ben Shapiro has taken the side of Israel and the Jews, and Islam and the Jews, like I said, are like the Hackfield and McCoys. And it was displayed right up there. But at the end of the day, Ben Shapiro should not be calling people out on our side of the aisle at all. Nobody should. Okay? Nobody should. You guys have policy disagreements. You get up on a podcast, you explain the differences. Okay? You want to attack somebody? We've got enough lefts. Okay? We've got enough liberals out there that are wreaking havoc in our justice system. We've got enough to argue about. We've got enough anger to formulate for somebody. Right? So why are we doing it for our own people? Whether we agree with them or disagree with them, stay the hell away from them. Stay in your own blessed lane and do your freaking job. Okay? And your job is not attacking other conservatives or other people in the Republican Party. It's going out there and showing why we need to be successful in the midterms. Because the people on the left have lost their ever-loving mind. And when I watch crap like the AmFest, I can't decide who has lost their ever-loving mind because I'm starting to think the Republican side has lost their ever-loving mind, and I will not stand for that. I just will not. If that's the way we're going to be, we're going to start doing some events. We're going to start protesting. We're going to start flag waving. We're going to start doing something that brings us back together and builds our camaraderie again. We need something. But I'm going to tell you, if I'm not going to sit here and watch the conservative party eat each other up for lunch. That's not what I'm going to see happen. I can tell you that. I will work my ass off to make sure that that doesn't happen. We need Ben Shapiro doing what Ben Shapiro does best, fighting for Israel. We need Alex Jones doing what he does best, bringing attention, bringing the people in to talk about some serious topics, and we don't need them down each other's throat. You guys want to freaking have a poll or a debate? Do it and get it over with, right? That's the way I am. If you guys want to fight, duke it out, get it done and over with, fix yourselves up, and let's get back to work. Whatever needs to be done, clearly we have a lot of work in the Republican Party and the MAGA movement to work on right now. We're here to save a country. And I know a lot of people on the left or you may be Democrats and don't believe we have a country to save. I'm telling you, our country is diminishing. If you guys trust me to get you guys information on these true crimes, let me tell you the stuff that you are not paying attention to that I am. Okay? I promise you, this is it. You guys don't understand how close you are to losing your bank accounts, your homes, your land. What the flip do you think socialism and communism is? Do you think you get to keep all that? Keep voting the way you're voting, folks. You're going to be riding over the deeds to your government. Mark my words. If that scares the shit out of you, you better start reading what socialism and communism is all about, because you don't own shit. Your government does. Right now, we're the owners of this shit, not our government. And you guys, there's a lot of stupid people in America that's just ready to hand our government the keys to our properties. Let me guess who's behind them. Hollywood? Who's been paying? Who has the money to pay for all of these politicians? People that don't think and act like us, I can promise you that. Do you want them really making the decisions for you? Do you want them making the decisions for you? I don't want them making decisions for me. All right, guys. So we get on and have a touch of some true crime. Many of you guys know that we have been covering the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, which is in Sumner County. He has been missing for almost 2 years. We have been on this case for 2 years. He's a high-functioning autistic boy that was most likely injured by his mom. His mom was the only one inside the home with him at the time that he disappeared. She alleges he walked out the door on his own volition after midnight, between midnight and 6 a.m. And based on all the evidence and record collecting, including the videotapes that were collected, that was inaccurate. I may have to restart this. I'm really not liking this at all. There is literally nothing running to keep this. We should have enough bandwidth to keep our streams running. And I've got 2 streams running. And I should be able to have those streams running. And I don't get why it's bogging my system down so much, but we'll keep moving. I may go ahead and restart. I may just go ahead and refresh the whole system, just take the whole system down and bring it back up. But we're almost to the tail end of this show, so we'll just fight through the rest of this. But at the end of the day, the mom said he walked out on his own volition. Now, that couldn't be further from the truth. This was a high-functioning autistic boy. If we know anything, and only people that have autistic children or grandchildren understand this. It took me a long time for me to understand and learn more about autism. And I had a lot of great people in my chat that have autistic children and grandchildren and other things that helped educate not only me, but the other audience members that were as ignorant with autism as I am, or was. You know, I feel like we're far cry from where we were when we started the Sebastian Rogers case in our understanding and comprehension of autism. And we realized very quickly that it would, because he was autistic, it would have prevented him from leaving without his shoes. He would have naturally stopped and put his socks and shoes on, because that's what he always does. That's what he's taught to do. And that's what he would continue to do. The fact that he had noise issues and he hated dirt and bugs. You can't take an autistic person that has a dislike to dirt and bugs to go out at night where there's dirt and bugs, and to go out at night where there's dirt and bugs barefoot. Okay, if a kid hates dirt and is always putting on his shoes and socks because of a very specific ant bite event, he's not walking out of that home without putting, especially if he's going to run away, he would never walk out of that home without putting his shoes and socks on before running away, because he knows that there's dirt and bugs out there, and he hates dirt and bugs. Now, yeah, he would not change his routine. The routine does not change for an autistic child, okay? They do the same thing. If they get up and the very first thing that they do is brush their teeth before they even use the bathroom, guess what? Every single day, they're going to wake up and brush their teeth before they use the bathroom. If that's what, absolutely not voluntarily barefoot. Exactly. So it leads us to believe, because there was only one person inside the home, that the mother must have done something. But not all mothers would do stuff. We're finding an uptick in moms doing heinous things to their children, predominantly their boys. We've seen it in several cases. Jaden Spicer is a good example of one. We've got the West children. Those were 2 boys. We've got a lot of boys. Cody Bigsby. We've got a lot of boys, right? But Cody was the father. It sounds like the West boys was the mother, the adopted mother and father. Jaden was the bio mother. I believe Summer Wells was the bio mother that was responsible for, and I think that the bio mom in Sebastian's case is also responsible. Her name's Katie Proudfoot, #Katie Proudfoot. And he went into that house, and according to everybody that we know, he never came out. There's cameras across the street at the neighbor's house that shine right on their front door. So if their front door would have opened that night, okay, I can't do it. Give me a second, guys. I gotta take this down. I'll bring this back up. Give it a second. Hopefully I am back. I don't know if I'm back. It was getting, are we, no, we're not frozen. We're just trying to get some things, hold on, moving. I was starting to get, God blessed, for fuck's sake. Sorry. It just irritates me with this stuff. Let's see where I'm at. Make sure I'm on. Okay, I am on. All right, now let me move this back over if I can without screwing anything up. Okay, we should be back. Yeah, we should be back. Sorry for cussing. It happened. And I'm still sticky. I don't like the stickiness. I'm still sticky. So apparently it put my live chat up here instead of, let me get this live chat out. There we go. I don't need the live chat. And I got to figure out why this signs me out every time. It never used to sign me out. Now it signs me out every time I shut it down. It signs me out of my settings. So I've got to figure out why that happens. Okay. All right, guys, we are back. It does help a little bit, but I am getting a little shaky. So we'll keep moving forward with this. So we were on Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian Rogers, 15-year-old boy, as I was saying, is inside of his mom's locked home and has not, never surfaced again. Out of all the people that knew Sebastian, none of them have seen him. The last time he was ever seen by a third party, any third party, was on February 25th, 2024. And that was the last. I blame it on being Monday. Yeah, exactly. It gets a little frustrating, though, because I keep wanting to know why in the world it keeps freezing up, but it does. It just keeps freezing up. And I think it's because I'm running 2 of the shows at the same time, but I've got enough bandwidth to do it. But I'm over trying to figure it out. It frustrates me. So we're just going to be shaky. We're going to get through it. This is a new clip from that crime veil that we're only going to listen, I think, to the first 9 minutes of it.
Right. If I got to get a boat.
In early phase Rogers case, White stands out with unusual clarity. Seth Rogers will never position criminal suspect. This is not an inference. It is a dominant absence. The earth's law restrictions and media appearances, souls defined narrowly and consistently as a biological father of separately child, no fit after disappearance. Procedural clearly said that framing matters because in missing child cases, biological parents, especially the father, is often first. Here, that did happen. Seth Rogers did not live with Sebastian at the time of the disappearance. Sebastian staying at the home of his mother's father. Seth died elsewhere and maintained a shared custody. This physical separation is not a minor detail. It directly the investigative Potter. Sebastian was missing. Seth was not present at the location of the disappearance occurred. He entered Thailand only after receiving a message that something's wrong. According to Seth's earliest account, the notification came immediately a long trip, describing approximately 12 hours prior to learning that Sebastian was missing. The communication itself is notable for its rate. Seth reports receiving a text message instructing him to call, describing the situation as Ninwallen. When he returned the call, he was told that Sebastian should be found, that he needed to come to the house. At that point, Seth drove directly to the residence and remained there for the remainder of the day. From an investigative standpoint, this sequence matters because it establishes both timing and access. Seth was not at the overnight window when Sebastian disappeared. The location during that time was verifiable through records. Law enforcement treated this as an alibi, not as a claim requiring prolonged distance. Seth himself stated that after he had been confirmed that he had been working, and proceeded to verify that information. One detail reinforces this point. Seth's phone was taken by law enforcement.
And we also get into the law enforcement, the taking of said phones, because let's face it, they're being what's going on in my system today? I mean, the only thing I do is, okay, we'll come back to an afternoon show. Go, the video is working, yes, audio is working, I don't know what this. It's coming in clear on my end. Audio's picking up.
From the child, notified after.
All right, well, then we're not worried with it. Is all the audio like that? Even any of it out. Can you hear me? Okay. All right, well, I guess this is folks, so I'll figure it out. I'm just going to run straight to we're just not going to we're going to have to ditch the videos for a while and just talk about this stuff. I don't know what to do. Every time I don't have it's glitchy. So I thought we were doing good going to OBS, but now I'm having technical inside my fucking home, so just it's freaking annoying. All right, well, Merry Christmas, everybody, and we'll be back later this afternoon. We'll be on the cell phone, so we should have the problems. And I'll try to go to just one. Maybe they're trying to intentionally stifle us on YouTube because they've now got a little toggle in there on here. And so 2 different, live streams on YouTube. Trust me, they do